Welcome to Truck and Travel. I'm Derek.
I'm Cinnamon.
Hey, this video is brought to you by
Hyfield.
If you're interested in doing what we do and driving one of these trucks for a living, reach out to Hyfield Trucking at the link and phone number in the video description. Let them know Truck and Travel sent you. Come on.
All right, guys, sorry we didn't get you a video sooner. It's been cold outside and we didn't want to do a video out there.
Yeah.
It's still below freezing right now. It's around 22 degrees outside, but feels a lot warmer than what it was, so that's why we're out here right now. It feels great compared to what it was.
But there is something very important. OH.
I-O. They did it.
I just had to say that. Sorry, go ahead.
I guess the coach can keep his job, huh?
Yeah.
I told Cinnamon he can lose to Michigan 4 times in a row as long as he wins the national title. It's fine. Makes up for everything.
You're cute.
All right, you guys. Cinnamon, do you remember where we started off? Where did we deadhead from before we started out this week? Do you remember that?
Dunlap, Tennessee.
That's right. All right, this load is picking up in Brooks, Kentucky. So we deadheaded all the way from Tennessee there to Brooks, Kentucky on Tuesday. That's when it picked up, and it drops off on Wednesday in Newcastle, Delaware. All right, Cinnamon, go ahead and tell us about this load.
So this load is a very small load. There are only 2 pieces or pallets, and it is 300 pounds total for those 2 pieces. So it is a temperature load. So the set point is 5 degrees Celsius or 41 degrees Fahrenheit. So a cold load as well. What kind of miles are we looking at, Derek?
All right, the loaded miles is 685, but if you include that deadhead, we're looking at 959 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all right.
So, so sometimes when we get certain loads, it's very strategic. You know, you learn which areas are good, which are bad, which ones you're going to get another load out of, all that stuff. So always keep that in mind. But so this load, if you're looking at just the loaded miles, how much that would pay for all miles if there was no deadhead included, then that would make it $3.03 per mile.
Yep.
But since we do have the deadhead, we have to include those miles. So the pay per mile for all the miles included is $2.16. So this load we actually had to bid on. They did not offer it out for this, but we bid and we got them to approve $2,076 for this load.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we've got another one lined up, picks up on Thursday and drops on Thursday. This one's picking up in Manchester, Pennsylvania, and it drops just over in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Just a little short jump and a hop and a skip. All right, Cinnamon, go ahead and tell us about this load.
So this load is a very short load run-wise, and it's also a very small, tiny load because this is only 1 piece or pallet, and it's 60 pounds. That's right, 60.
Yep.
For the whole truck.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
So it is a temperature load again. So we're still looking at 5 degrees Celsius or 41 degrees Fahrenheit for the set point. So why don't you tell us about all the miles?
All the miles. All right, the loaded miles in this one is 128, but if you include the deadhead, you're looking at 220 total miles.
So there isn't that big of a difference between the deadhead and the run miles, so we'll look at the pay. So if you're just looking at the run miles, then it makes it $10.25 per mile. If you add in all of those loaded mile or deadhead miles, then it takes it down all the way to $5.96 per mile. So this is obviously a load that we had to bid on, and it is still taking up a full day, so the next load that we would even be available to take wouldn't be until the next day. So, you know.
But we're in the east, and so that's all right.
Yeah, so we did bid this load, and we got it approved for $1,312.10.
You know what? That's not too bad.
No, it's not.
Yeah. All right, guys, now we're going to go over the week. This week, this is week 29, so this is our stats for this week. All right, Cinnamon, go ahead and give them the total miles.
So it's a very short week, meaning we didn't get a ton of loads. We only got 2 loads for the week. We didn't get anything on Friday. The last load we dropped off was on Thursday. So the total amount of miles that we did for this week was 1,179, which is below definitely what our average is per week. So
So the one that's really important to me is the pay per all miles. That includes deadhead and loaded miles. Our average ends up being for this week $2.87.
That's good.
That's
it's
amazing.
above our goal, which is $2. Yeah.
Yep.
So pretty happy about that. But the pay per week, sometimes you'll have your off weeks, sometimes you'll have your bigger weeks that will make up for the smaller weeks. So this was a smaller week. So this week was paying a gross to the truck $3,388.10,
Yep.
which isn't bad for the miles that we went, and we ended up, in a decent area and stuff that we could probably maybe get a load out of or
Yep.
something.
Yep.
So that's okay. It happens.
All right, now we're going to go over the averages that we accumulated and the totals that we've done after week 29. The total amount of loads we've done is 80.
The total amount of freight weight that we have hauled is 78,925
The total amount of pallets or pieces that we've had is 189.
The average weight per load is 986 pounds.
The total amount of miles that we've done so far is 67,244.
The average mile per week that we do is 2,318 miles.
The average pay per week is $5,336.16.
So up until this point, the first 29 weeks of our being in this field, we grossed to the truck $154,748.53.
Our average pay per miles up to this point is $2.30, which I'm pretty happy about that.
It's above our goal, so
Yeah,
we're happy.
that's good. It's always good to put away some money just in case you have slow times like this, but they can't always be banger weeks. Thanks for tuning in. God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye. On to the next one.
On to the next one.